Hello, this is Mrs. Toney, and I am the IT instructor at Davidson Middle School. And I'm going to take you through some of the classes that I teach and show you some of the slides to show you that coding can actually be fun. Toward the end, I have a video of what kind of my classroom looks like, and then I have a testimonial from one of my students who has gone to the high school now, but Mr. Tyce Brooks when he first came to Davidson. All right, the first class I teach is ICT Web Design Essentials. This is basically a sixth grade class, but it is for all grades. The reason why I say it's basically a sixth grade class is because it teaches beginning coding, but anybody who wants to be in it can be in it. So it's not restricted to just sixth graders. You learn the fundamentals of HTML5 and CSS3, which is how we code web pages. You will learn some JavaScript as we get toward the end of the school year. You'll create basic web pages. We have a fun page that we do for Davidson Middle School, and then we let you create kind of your own to make the web pages your own. In the end, you get a digital tool certification if you pass the test. The class is set up through You Certify. You'll take the practice test and You Certify, and if you pass, you'll get a certificate of completion, which means that you can now sit for the digital tool certification. And once you get that certification, it shows that you are a specialist kind of in web design essentials or the basics of it. The next class is the Site Development Associate class, which is my Web 1. I've been teaching this class since 2006, and while it's changed a lot of the information is kind of the same. You'll get an introduction to the World Wide Web and the Internet, which of course are two different things. You'll learn to code a little bit more dynamic web pages, which means that in addition to HTML5 and CSS3, JavaScript will be introduced, so you can do like rollover links and create hyperlinks, video, audio, things like that. 99% of your projects are or 99% of your assignments are projects. In this class, we do a lot of hands-on. I teach a concept, show you how to do it. We practice one, and then I let you do one on your own. You do receive a Site Development Associate certification if you pass the test at the end. It is 30 questions. You have 30 minutes to take the test, which is about a minute per question. It is all multiple choice. There isn't any kind of coding to go with it, but you kind of have to know it. And it is also a high school credit class. This is one of my most popular classes. A lot of kids have taken this class in the past years. The next class is the DIT or Digital Information Technology class. This is purely a Microsoft class. It deals with Microsoft 2016. We go over Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. You will, after each section, take a practice test to see if you can sit for the specialist exam. Once you make a 750 or higher on that practice exam, you'll sit for the certification exam. You do have 3 opportunities to take each one of those exams. You just have to wait 20 days in between. This is also a high school credit class. I print your certificates out immediately, and I place them out on the wall so the kids can kind of see your work and your progress throughout the year. Again, this is one of our most popular classes to get certified in Microsoft. Once you've mastered a concept, you are not held to waiting on everyone else. You can move on, so it's kind of self-paced. Just depends on what you want to do. The next class is the Microsoft Technology Associate or MTA. This is a new class. It was just introduced this year, but it's a very advanced class, so we usually use it just for the 8th graders. It teaches dynamic web pages and publishing. We use text and GUI editors, and the GUI editors are just graphical user interface editors, such as something like Dreamweaver. Text editors, we use Notepad++ as we do in Web 1. But with these, again, everything is a little bit more advanced. You're expected to know higher level concepts. You're expected to know critical thinking concepts. The test in itself is multiple choice questions and some coding. So you kind of have to have that background in either Web 1 or in that fundamental coding class in order to really be in the MTA, or it may take you a little longer. I'm not going to say you can't do it, but it may take you a little longer to grasp some of the concepts. It is a high school credit class as well, which means it will go on your transcript and follow you to the high school. What you should expect in class. There's going to be new seating arrangements, which means there's going to be assigned seats. With COVID-19, we can't have sharing of seats with people going from seat to seat. I used to have flex seating, can't have that anymore. Next, masks are going to be highly encouraged because we're going to be in close quarters and we cannot social distance. The only way to social distance in my class is to half the class, which means instead of 30 students, 15. And I don't see that happening. So we're going to have to respect each other's space. If you can't wear a mask, I would suggest a shield, simply because you are going to be in close quarters. Bring your own devices is also something that is very, very highly encouraged this year. If you have your own mouse, say a wireless mouse or a wireless keyboard, if you want to bring those, I say bring them. Just know you're responsible for them, but you can bring them. That will cut down on the sharing of the equipment. Bring your own Germ-X if you can have a small bottle of Germ-X on you to keep your hands clean. Your own pencils, your own notebooks, your own flash drive. Everything needs to be yours because we're not going to be able to share a whole lot. Block schedules actually means that class times are going to be a little longer, but to me that just means there's more time for hands-on projects and ways for you to kind of explore and find out things about your creative self with the work that we'll be doing. Lastly, Google Classroom is going to be your best friend. And the reason I say that is because everything I do, assign, and grade will be through Google Classroom, and your parents will have access to it as well. So it's something that we can all do together, and we can all have access to. The last two slides I'm going to take you through. The first one is just a brief look into the classroom. All of these students have since moved to the high school, and it's going to show you how the classroom kind of looks. And the last one is a testimonial from Tyce Brooks, who tells you why he took the class and why you should as well. So here's a look at the classroom. These are my DIT students. It was toward the end of the year, and they were working on PowerPoints. So as you can see, they're very, very engaged in what they're doing because this is the most favorite topic of all kids, is the PowerPoint one. Word, okay. Excel, not so much. PowerPoint, they know they can do a lot with it, so that's what they do. And now I'll have Tyce come on.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Tyce Brooks, and this is why you should pick Mrs. Toney's class. Well, she teaches you about computers, and you can learn how to do PowerPoints and stuff. And it also improves your grammar a little bit, and you can increase your typing speed, which is pretty cool. Well, you should pick this class, obviously, because it's like relaxing.
All right, so you've had a kind of overview of what's going on with the classes. I really hope that you select some of them, or that you have already selected a class or two to take. I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming school year. And if you have any questions about the classes beforehand, you can email me at toneyt@okaloosaschools.com, or you can look me up on the Davidson website under faculty under Toney. That is my name. I look forward to seeing you. Go Panthers.